Good morning, children. Welcome to the new session of English literature. Children, I hope you all must have enjoyed learning the tiger's claw. Am I right? Yes. Children, now we have entered the month of October, a month of festivals and celebrations. Yeah, I know you must be missing all the fun, all the celebrations, the colorful costumes sitting inside the house. But don't worry, our today's session is going to be a session of celebration. Yes, today we are going to discuss chapter number 6, the Tarnetar Fair, in which we are going to really enjoy the colorful costumes, different ornaments, and different forms of garba. Are you all ready? Yes. But before getting into the fair, we are going to have a small description about the rich heritage and culture of our nation and even about the colorful Gujarat. So, shall we start now?
The Tarnetar Fair. India has a rich cultural heritage. Every state has its uniqueness in practically all aspects of life: food, clothes, arts and crafts, entertainment, philosophy, mannerisms, and the very way of living. Gujarat, too, is proud of its culture. It has a vast variety of dances with its accompanying music and colorful costumes. The natives of each village or town have special occasions when they burst into their dancing revelry. If you think you are prepared to walk out of your mundane experience and free fall into a whirlwind of colors, romance, and music, then head for the Tarneto Fair. Children, we all know that India is very special among nations because of its unity in diversity. We have different states with different food habits, different clothings, colorful arts and crafts, different variety of entertainments, philosophy, different mannerisms, and different way of living. Every state is unique. We are even proud of our state Gujarat for its culture, variety of music, dance, and above all, the colorful costumes, isn't it? Every village, every town will have special occasions and they will burst into dancing revelry. Revelry here means lively and joyful. So every occasion will be celebrated lively and joyfully, right? So if you are bored of your mundane experience, mundane here means very dull, boring, where there's no excitement. So if you are bored of your routine, dull routine, then and if you want to just change your routine, just head for the Tarneto Fair, where you are guaranteed or you are assured for colors, romance, and lot of music. The Tarnetar Fair, based on the legend of Draupadi Swayamvara, this fair is a celebration of ethnic Gujarat's folk dance music, costumes, and the arts centered around young tribal men and women seeking marriage partners. But even for those not interested in finding a spouse, the romance and excitement in the air is captivating, and every year the fair seems only to grow in popularity, attracting visitors and tourists from Gujarat, elsewhere in India, and even abroad. So, dear children, the Tarneto fair is actually based on the legend of Draupadi Swayamvara. The legend means traditional stories, you can say. So, it's based on the story of Draupadi Swayamvara. So, we can make out from this word itself, we can make out what is this fair all about. Yeah, this fair is full of folk dances, colors, music, costumes, and arts. But everything will be centered around young tribal men and women who are seeking. Seek means to attempt to find something. So here what are they seeking for? They are life partners. So this fair is meant for seeking for the life partners. Okay? But at the same time, even those who are not interested in finding their spouses will also enjoy the vibes of romance and excitement. The atmosphere will be so captivating. Captivate means capable of attracting or to hold interest of something. Okay, so the whole atmosphere of Tarneta fair will be so captivating that not only the people from different parts of India, but people from abroad also are attracted. And every year the popularity means the fame. Okay, the popularity is increasing. Day by day it's increasing. Okay, here the many colored costumes, glittering ornaments, and free spirited movements of folk dances as all combine to create a memorable scene. As the dancers surge in waves of circular movement, the incessant throbbing of the drums keeps them moving in unison, and the drum beats continue throughout the day, even as the dancers change from one group to the next. The combination of different colored costumes, glittering or shining ornaments, shining jewelries, and free spirited dance moves, independent dance moves, will create a memorable scene. Memorable means you can say worth remembering. Okay, so the different colored costumes, glittering ornaments, and free spirited dance moves will create a memorable scene in our hearts. Okay, and while the dancers surge means a sudden, powerful forward movement. Okay, so while the dancers surge, the throbbing means you can say beating with a strong, regular rhythm. Okay, the beating of the drums is incessant. Incessant means you can say continuous, continuing without any pause or without any interruption. Okay, so while the dancers surge, that means move forward, and the throbbing means the beating of the drums will be incessant. There will be no interruption for the drum beats. Okay, and the dancers will move in unison. Unison means you can say to do together, or you can say simultaneous performance. Okay, children? Yeah. Now, even the dancers may change. The dancers may change from one group to the other, but the drum beats will continue throughout the day. There will be no stop or no pause for the drum beats. Many kinds of folk dances are performed. By far, the most popular is Ras, in which dancers hold sticks to clack against those of other dances. As many as 1 to 200 women perform rasadas in a single circle to the beats of 4 drums at a time and tunes of Jodia Pavas, double flutes. You may also see people break out into a spontaneous hoodoo. As you know, children, there are many kind of folk dances performed here, and the most popular among them is the ras. And you all must be knowing very well about this, isn't it? Yes. Here, the dancers will hold sticks to clack. Clack means to make sharp sounds by striking a hard object against the other. Okay, so here they'll hold sticks to clack against the sticks of the others, the other dancers. And we can witness more than 100 to or 200 women perform rasadas in a single circle for the beats of 4 drums and tunes of Jodia Pavas simultaneously. Okay, and we can also see people break out. Break out is a phrasal verb which means to start suddenly. Okay, we can also witness people start suddenly or break out into a spontaneous. Spontaneous means which is unplanned. Okay, they'll break into a spontaneous hoodoo. Okay.
So, children, are you enjoying the session? Don't you feel that you are at Ternate Fair? Come, let's move forward to know more about the fair.
Rabari women of nearby Zalabad perform the famous circular folk dance Rahado. Their marital status is indicated by their costumes. A black zimmi skirt means she is married. But if a woman is wearing a red zimmi, it means she has not yet tied the knot, probably seeking a husband. And children, at Ternate Fair, we can also witness Rabari women of nearby Zalawad performing the circular folk dance which is known as Rahadu. And the women indicate their marital status, whether married or not, okay, by their costumes itself. We know that usually this fair is meant for young people to find their life partners, isn't it? So, to indicate their marital status, they wear different colors. So, if a woman wears a red skirt, she is single, she is not married yet and seeking a potential husband. But if a woman wears a black skirt, she is married. So it will be understood if a woman wears a red skirt, she is seeking for a potential husband. But if a woman wears a black skirt, it shows that she is already married. Okay? The potential husbands seeking brides are elegantly dressed in colorful dhotis, artistically designed waistcoats, and headcloth twisted at an angle, moving about the fairground at Tarnetar with striking umbrellas advertising the bachelorhood they are keen to relinquish. And children, at the same time, the boys who are seeking for brides will dress up elegantly. Elegant means graceful and stylish manner, you can say. So, the boys will dress up elegantly in colorful dhotis and artistically designed waistcoats and head clothes twisted at an angle, maybe turbans, I think. Okay, so artistically designed waistcoats and headcloth twisted at an angle and will be moving about the fairground with striking. Striking means extremely attractive, you can say. Okay, so the boys will be moving about the fairground with striking and beautifully decorated umbrellas, which will advertise their bachelorhood. Okay, that they are unmarried. Okay, so they will be roaming about in the fairground with beautifully decorated umbrellas advertising their bachelorhood, which they are keen to relinquish. Relinquish means to give up. What they want to give up? They are very much interested to give up their bachelorhood and to find out a girl and get married. Understand? Numerous sadhus and bhajan mandlis, religious music groups, are engrossed in singing continuously, accompanied by folk instruments. So, children, here you can also see numerous sadhus, a number of sadhus and bhajan mandlis, religious music groups, who are engrossed. Engrossed means to occupy completely. Okay, so a number of sadhus and bhajan mandlis are completely engrossed in singing continuously, accompanied by different folk instruments. Okay, children?
So, children, I hope you must have enjoyed the session today. So let's stop here and we will see the remaining portion in the next session. In the meantime, please go through the lesson and try to find out the answers for the questions which I'm going to give you now.
Question number 1. Mention the word which is used in the text to denote a dull routine. Question number 2. Based on what is the Tarneto fair celebrated? Question number 3. If a Rabari woman wears a dash skirt, it is understood that she is married. Question number 4. Mention the adjective given for the word ornaments in the text. Question number 5. What is the meaning of incessant?
Okay, fine, children. Now be ready with the answers. We will discuss them in the next session. Till then, take care. God bless you all. Bye bye.